Well, hello, ladies. Welcome to another edition of the AWSA Book Club Moment. My name is Linda Goldfarb, and I'll be your host today. My guest is someone that you are going to absolutely love, is someone that you are going to resonate with right where you are in your life right now. Because there's so many of us that feel like we're out on a battlefield, and we feel like life is just coming at us, and it's coming at us full force from all different directions. And my incredible guest, she actually has created a book that's taken from, well, I don't know, the perspective of the battlefield. Her name is Mary Murphy, and this is her book. You're going to love it. It's called Winning the Battle of the Bulge. It's not just about the weight. And it's not just about the weight. So right now I'm going to welcome my guest, Mary Murphy. Mary, it's good to have you.
Thank you, Linda. It's good to be here.
I am so glad that you're here. I've been waiting for this interview because you know that, I'm going to stop. Now I want to introduce my show.
Okay.
Okay? All right. Hi there, this is Linda Goldfarb, and welcome to Supernatural Sisters, where you are encouraged to get healthy physically, spiritually, relationally, all those different avenues that have us bound down, tied up, and turned upside down. Today, you're going to get information that's going to change your life right where you are. Truth that you can use starting now. You're going to walk away with a great opportunity. My guest is Mary Murphy, and this is a book that we're going to be talking about today. It's called Winning the Battle of the Bulge. It's not just about the weight. Now, you know, we talk about health, we talk about wellness here, we talk about the issue of dieting. And you're going to find with what we discussed with Mary today, it's going to help us in all of those areas. So let's get going with the interview. Mary, it is good to have you here with us today.
Thank you, Linda. It's good to be here.
And I love your smile. Nice, bright smile. You just energize me. It makes me want to go, okay, she's got a great smile, great face. Got to read the book. So I'm going to have to read it.
Ready for battle.
Ready for battle. And the one thing that I want to make sure that everyone knows as well, we don't just have the book on it. You have a companion feature.
I do.
Explain what that is.
This is a 12-week Bible study
workbook,
journal that is designed for either individual use or for group use.
Okay.
I do about 2 groups every year in our church, and there's groups starting all around the country. It's really exciting.
Oh, this is good. So we have a companion feature to the book itself, so you can do it in a Bible study format, you can do it in a community format, getting individuals together, and I know that there are men and women that are using this book. It's not just women that are using this book.
No.
So you can bring hubbies on board. You can bring, maybe even get your college students together and just have a full group. I think this would be something that everyone can learn from.
Right.
And what you've got in there has your spiritual and your physical attribution. So this is really, really powerful.
Well, one of the great things about this program too, I hate to call it a program, but plan or whatever you want to call it, is that we offer it at our church. We put out on our marquee, free weight loss group. And it's actually an outreach to the community. And the only thing that they have to buy is the book and the workbook, and which is very reasonable, and they aren't paying for some expensive program. So we've actually had people come and join our church as a result of this
So it's a
offering.
great community outreach
It is. It's
opportunity.
a great community outreach.
Okay, this is great. Now, the viewers that we have, so many of them have heard of the Battle of the Bulge. You've chosen a military kind of theme here.
Right.
Where did that come from?
Well, I had started dieting at the age of 14, and for 30 years, I kept on and kept on, and I finally saw it seriously as a battle. And when I began to see that, I began to strategize, and battling is something that we all understand. Whether
Absolutely.
we've been in the service or not, we understand what battling is. And so I was able to break it down and to strategize in that way, and so that other people could understand it too.
And this is great because what you've also done is you've gone into the table of contents, you've broken that down, and I have this listed here because I'm not from memory, but I'm going to read it here. You have the table of contents is enlistment, boot camp, knowing your enemy, using your weapons, knowing your commander-in-chief. I'm liking that already. Planning for battle and more. So what do we do in this boot camp?
Well, boot camp for any soldier, any part of the military, you go in and that's where you plan and you prepare and you're trained and you learn who the enemy is. You learn about your weapons. And the first question that I ask in my group is, I will say, now, when is the last time, or have you ever considered going to the doctor, finding a healthy eating program, checking your own health out first, and considered the character qualities that you're lacking in regard to weight loss, such as perseverance, discipline, self-control, diligence, all of those things? When have you done all of that before you started a weight loss program? I've never had anybody say, I've done that. Because what we do is we hear about a fad diet.
Right.
We jump in.
Absolutely.
We jump in.
2 feet,
That's
both
right.
hands, whole body. Yes.
And we don't plan and prepare. And
No.
so with this, I'm teaching them to plan and to prepare ahead of time.
Okay. And the subtitle in this, because you have, it's not just about the weight. WEIGHT.
Right.
Why did you choose that subtitle?
Because what I found is that it's the whole person, it's the
Okay.
whole heart, it's all of our emotions, it's all of that we have to consider, and our weight, that mentality affects every part of our body,
Yes.
every aspect of our life, I should say, and so I have many people that actually come to the groups that don't have to lose any weight, but they come for the Bible study part of it
Okay.
and for what they can learn for other aspects of their life.
All right, so let's look at, now when you say the Bible study part of it, because we did mention at the beginning that there is the spiritual application
Right.
to the physical application, and did you have anyone that joined it not knowing that there was going to be that spiritual renewal?
Yes. Yes.
What was their reaction to that?
Well, when they come in, of course they're coming because they want to lose weight.
They wanna lose weight.
They want to lose weight.
Absolutely.
And I tell them right from the get-go that this is a faith-based program. And you can see their faces. They're kind of like, okay.
Where's the door?
Exactly. But I've never had anybody not come back at least that first time and several times.
And I think part of that, let's discuss that for a minute. Because the issue of weight is universal, it's not Christian, non-Christian, it's not denominational, it is self-image, it's just the battle of the bulge, which is our continual fighting to be who we're perceived to be or who we desire to be, and you're reaching across that barrier.
Yes.
Of you're not just speaking or hitting someone over the head with the Bible. What you're doing is you're taking God's truth and you're applying it to the whys
Right.
and the hows. And this is why this is such a challenge and it's a stronghold. This is how you can overcome it, and recognizing that it's not in our own strength. And so it really is a freeing and just everything that you offer in this book is something that everyone can learn
That's
from.
right. That's right. And in all fairness, there are good secular programs out there. The thing about faith-based programs is that we get the extra strength. We
Yes.
get the extra motivation.
Yes.
We get the extra, our focus, our goals, and all of that.
Let's look at our Christian families. Now, I have heard statistics, and you may have some that's more current, but I have heard statistics that overall, the Christian faith has the highest percentage of obesity
Yes.
worldwide, or
Yes.
North America,
Right.
and that it is just incredible. So when we're looking at this factor, just this percentage factor, to me that can almost defeat our faith walk. When people are looking at us and they're seeing that this is, if your God is so good, why do you look this way, or why do you feel this way? Is that an area of defeat that some Christians might feel, or just kind of take that for a second and run with that? What are your thoughts in that
Okay.
area?
I think that, well, first of all, as Christians, it just seems like every time we get together, it's a potluck supper. It's donuts.
That's true.
Between Sunday school and church. It's, our focus tends to be on food. We're not out, drinking and whatever. And so we eat. We get together and we eat. And so what I think is that Christians fail at weight loss, at getting this under control, because they're focusing on the wrong enemy. They're focusing on the donuts. They're focusing on their appetite. They're focusing on the potluck dinner. They're viewing those things as the enemy, and they're not seeing who the enemy really is. And he is Satan.
Absolutely.
And he wants to defeat us. And so when they can focus on the right enemy, use the right weapons, and learn all of that in boot camp, then they can go on to victory.
Oh, and this is great, because that's what we want. We want to have the victory. So in finishing up, what do you say to the individual that's out there, or a family member that knows someone that is at the point of giving up?
That, I believe, is exactly where you need to be if you're going to have victory. Because, you know, you've lost hope. You think, I've done it all. I've tried all of the diets, good ones, bad ones. I've done it all. I can't win. I can't have victory. But that's where the Lord wants us in every battle of our lives.
Absolutely.
Where we know we can no longer do it on our own, and we have to turn to Him. And so that's what I've tried to do in the book. I've tried to turn their hearts back to the Lord, have them recognize the enemy, and learn obedience to a person, not a program. This is not a diet book.
No.
This is not a diet book. You can be obedient to a diet, but I don't want them to do that. I want them to learn to be obedient to a person, not a program.
Oh, and it's the person of Jesus Christ.
That's right.
And having that relationship.
That's exactly right.
Oh, this is a powerful message, Mary. Share with our viewers where they can reach you, where they can get a hold of you, and also get a hold of your book.
Okay. Mary England Murphy, and at winningthebattleofthebulge.com, www.winningthebattleofthebulge.com, or www.lookingglassministries.com. They can order the book there. They can order it on Amazon. They can go to their local Barnes & Noble, Christian bookstore, and if they don't have it available right there, they can order it for them.
Okay, so no matter where you are, you can find a copy of Winning the Battle of the Bulge. It's not just about the weight. So all of you that are listening right now to the AWSA Book Club moment, understand the passion of the authors that we have here with AWSA that are using their life experience, and you'll find out more about Mary's life experience in this book as well, and why she's so passionate about what it is that God has given her to write. And again, it's not a diet book. It's not about that. It's about not obedience to the diet, but obedience to the person in the form of Jesus Christ. So thank you very much, Mary,
Thank
for
you,
being
Linda.
on with us. I so appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you. Second ending. So there you have, Mary has shared with us Winning the Battle of the Bulge. It's not just about weight. All of my supernatural sisters out there, you know that the first step begins when it's walking towards that relationship with Jesus Christ. That's where we want to be. The wellness in our life. It's not about us. It's not our struggle. Okay? It's Him working in and through us. And that's what you're going to get. You're going to get that. You'll get even more of Mary's story in there. So I encourage you, get a copy of this book for your library, for your church's library, and allow this book to feed into your life a healthy new way of walking. Mary, thank you so much.
Thank
It
you,
is so
Linda.
good to have you
Thank
here.
you.
This is great. So
Thanks.
good job. Great book. Great planning.
Thanks.